Ariel Stratton, and this is Nicole Walker. We are on-site agents with True Homes.
And action!
Hey guys, it's Nicole with True Homes, and you know, me and Ariel are doing our video series to tell you all about the different steps of the process of buying a home with True Homes, and today I have a really special guest. So this is Daniel Gluckin, one of our awesome partner agents. So when I say partner agents, we love working with real estate agents. So I really want to take a minute to talk about this, right? When an agent is awesome like Daniel,
thank you.
he takes really good care of his clients. He goes out and he does the research for them so that when they show up and they do an appointment, he already knows that we have an option for them. He takes care of them, and we find that so helpful in the process. Incredibly helpful. We notice that people have higher survey scores when they use an agent, especially one that is used to working with us and knows our process. And so we just want to make sure that you understand that we are here to support you if you are using an agent, and we want to work together to get you in that new home. So first of all, what I want to do is have Daniel tell you just a little bit about himself, and then I will ask him some questions.
Sure. Well, I'm Daniel Gluckin, local agent here in the Raleigh-Durham and kind of surrounding areas. I've been in the business for, I think, almost like 7 years now. It kind of all crunches together. But
too busy.
I have a team there's 7 of us total, and we've all been full-time since the beginning. So I like to say I have the experience of someone who's been in the game for 30 years, because all their problems become my problems, and all of our wins are all of our wins. And I've worked with True Homes for, I don't know, maybe 3 years now.
Yeah.
Nicole's been amazing, and they're easily one of my favorite builders to recommend to my clients. For all the reasons you're probably about to hear about, but between the buildings themselves and the staff and the team that is True Homes, I really can't speak on a better builder relationship that I have. That's for sure.
Thank you.
Yeah, that's true, guys. That's very true.
Thank you. Daniel is very great, very experienced. I've found partnering with him is fantastic. So if you are looking to buy, sell, invest, whatever, call Daniel and his team. We'll give you his contact information. So now that we've plugged that, I appreciate you bringing up the word team, because this is really important to True Homes. You do have a team of people helping you, and your agent is one of those people on that team. So you mentioned a little bit about this, but tell us what your thoughts are on our process, how we do things at True Homes.
Yeah, I mean, my favorite thing starts before we even get almost to the model home or to meet. When I have a client who has a need and they say, hey, I'm looking for a ranch home under 450 and I'm willing to live in these areas, I can literally send a message to Nicole and say, hey, this is what my client is looking for. What do you have available? And she can send me options in every neighborhood around here. And she can help me from beginning to end in any of those neighborhoods. And I don't know any other builder that can do that. I don't have a connection with anyone at any other major builder or small builder that I can say, hey, what do you have at all of your neighborhoods? And she can sell in all of them. There's no competition. There's no worry about, oh no, I just want you to stay in my one particular neighborhood. And I think that is a really awesome advantage. And then from there, coming to the appointment, whether it's Nicole or Ariel, she or both of them, they take their time. They don't pressure. They have really awesome technology. I think is cool. You can show the client exactly what they might want, or what they could build, the floor plan options, the price options, just kind of in their face. So by the end of any appointment, my clients are really knowledgeable about what they just went through, and they don't feel pressured or nervous. They just have a lot of information that I think is very helpful. We walk the lots. But before we go out to the lot, there's just a lot of information given them so they know what they're doing. And I think that's a big advantage.
I think that's huge, because how can you really say yes to something if you don't know what it is? That's the whole point.
And that's been a thing in the past couple of years, where some people were saying yes, and they're like, we hope it works out.
Right.
But here, you can really get a good feel about what you're getting yourself into. I think that's very important.
Awesome. Well, there's one particular part of the process that I know is very different, and I know that a lot of our partner agents love, and it's reviewing the contract. And that's one of the things we want to talk about today is the contract review. So it is something that we recommend strongly, and I've only maybe had 1 or 2 clients refuse it. And it's where we will sit down with you guys, and we will go over with your agent, with you, all of our contract and answer all of your questions before you sign it, because once you sign a builder contract, you're on the hook for money, right? So we want to make sure that we have those difficult conversations, if they're going to be difficult, up front before you have money on the line. So tell me a little bit about what it's been like to do contract reviews.
Yeah, so I mean, I compare to what I've seen in the past and what I see in other builders and other situations, and I've definitely been just like sent contracts, you know, sign it by the end of the day, and no explanation is given, and it's up to me to tell my client, you know, the ins and outs of someone else's contract.
Right, because builders use most of the time our own contracts.
Correct.
Right.
Yeah, it's not a standard thing. There's always some, you know, nuances to each one. And, you know, although I have the experience where I feel comfortable enough to do that, it still could leave, especially if it's an agent who's not me, who doesn't have the experience, on the hook for something that they did not go over, and that could be bad. So these guys do a really great job of going over page by page, you know, item by item, without taking all day to do it. They have a really good way to explain everything, especially the important stuff.
Yeah.
And again, it just makes someone feel comfortable signing a 30-page thing that they might not have ever seen before. And by the time it is time to sign it, you know, they sign it digitally, but they feel comfortable. They know the ins and outs. They know the financial requirements, the you know, what could happen, the good, the bad, the, you know, the worst to best, like all that stuff that you want to know before you sign a contract is explained. And if there are questions, you guys have never not had the patience to answer questions. You know, with you, there are no stupid questions. So
no, that's true, especially when it comes to a contract.
Yeah.
Because how can we expect them to understand that, especially if they've never done it before? So I love that. A couple of things that specifically